The traps in Amazement are more important than the spells, yet at only 3 spells and 6 traps, so obviously the focus is on the traps, but 6 traps is a lot of traps for one archetype that's not Paleozoic. Amazing time tickets, amazing pun very much intended. Search an Amazement card or set an attraction trap, which can be activated in the same turn. Family Face is not an attraction trap, which sucks, but it does let you steal an opponent's monster that's equipped with an attraction trap. Each one can be equipped to your opponent's monsters, by the way. Does it really matter that the stolen monster can't activate its effects?
How about no?
You can still attack with it. It gains 500 for some strange reason. Not complaining though, and is also treated as an Amazement, so you can target with attraction traps. Although you can't set Family Face with Time Ticket, you can still search it, but it's not a card I want to add to my hand. I want to set it directly to the field, so I'd rather use Trap Trick on it. Special show is lets one of your 3 Amazement monsters dodge Veil or Impermanence, the usual suspects. I think it's dumb that you can't activate it whenever you want, and Bachelor and Attendant can only activate their first effects when normal summon, so it ain't like you will be using anything. Sure, you can protect Administrator, but you could just play a better card to fulfill the same purpose. This is one of those cards that aren't necessary whatsoever, but at least they're searchable if you really need it.
What's that?
Obligatory archetype field spell does no searching, but instead lets you activate 1 attraction trap the turn it was set, and lets you swap an attraction trap equipped to a monster for 1 in the graveyard or banish. Administrator banishes attraction traps from your graveyard to destroy that many cards your opponent controls. It doesn't search or set an attraction trap, which I think it should have done, and because of such, I don't think it's any more than a one-of, but it is searchable, so yay for that, I guess. Depending on who controls the monster and attraction traps equipped to,
There are some effects.
Cyclone Coaster. Spell and trap a move if you control it, or search an Amazement monster if your opponent does. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-of because of the search effect. Wonder Wheel. Place a card in your hand on bottom of your deck. Draw a card if you control it, or switch the equipped monster attack and defense if your opponent does. I think this is pretty bad, but it doesn't compare to Rapid Racing. Switch the equipped monster's position, shuffle a card of your opponent's graveyard into the deck, or increase the equipped monster's level by 1, then switch its battle position. Besides the fact links are unaffected by both effects, this is by far the worst trap.
No debating.
Majestic Menage. Gains 500, protects the monster by battle or card effect if you control it, or the equipped monster loses 500 for each attraction trap equipped if your opponent does. I'd rather be equipped to a monster I control. And lastly, Horror House. Negates an opponent's monster's effects if you control it. Automatic 3 of it, don't matter what it does if your opponent controls it. Change the equipped monster to face down. Defense position. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Ambassador and Attendant can move around attraction traps. That's important. When none of them do anything when activated, an Administrator can equip them to an opponent's monster from your deck, and special summons himself if a trap is activated, not just an attraction one.
That's cool.
Didn't have a whole lot to do with the traps. I just wanted to shoehorn Administrator in here so none of you could say I forgot to mention all his effects. Amazement have a lot of motherfucking traps for an archetype that's not Paleozoic. Yes, that's the overall theme of this video. Couldn't you tell from the title? I don't really care if they're good or not. I'm just doing the video. Yes, they're interesting enough, but that's as far as it goes for me. I'm sorry.
But not really.
Thanks for watching. My Patreon, PayPal, Cashapp, Venmo is in the description. If you happen to be feeling just a little bit generous and you would also like to
Help me.
Discord server links in the description. Best way to contact me. I appreciate you.
And a lot.